The North American Industry Classification System, also known as a NAICS code, is really the core of what we're focused on here in this lesson. We're looking at setting up Finagraph. And when we set up Finagraph, it couldn't really be much easier than it is. You're going to enter three pieces of information. You're going to enter a name for the business, you're going to enter a zip code, and you're going to enter the NAICS code. Now, the NAICS code is something you'll have to look up, and Finagraph provides you with the infrastructure in order to do that. You can also go right onto the United States Census Bureau's website, and you can look them up there. You're going to need to find the 6-digit code that most closely represents the industry that your business is in. The purpose of this is that when we pull the data out of your accounting system and bring it into Finagraph, we want to be able to compare that information with industry average information. Meaning we want to be able to take a look at, for example, your quick ratio and compare that with what's the industry average for the industry that your company is in. And this way we can determine, is it better or worse? And if it's worse, you're going to see that Finagraph will make suggestions about things you can do to improve it so that you can be at least on par with the industry average, if not better than. Now, the point of this is to provide that benchmark, but I want to make you aware also, don't worry, especially if you think you're dealing with a business that's in sort of an unusual area such that it might be hard to find relevant industry average data to compare with. You're also going to see an option later in the course where instead of comparing with industry average data, you're going to be able to set up your own benchmarks, your own goals, in other words, with respect to all these ratios that you can compare your company data with. So that ultimately, in my opinion, that's the best way to go, because this way you can just keep raising the bar and keep trying to get there. So in this lesson, we're just going to show you how to get it set up, and we're going to walk you through the process of looking up the NAICS codes to find the one that most closely matches the industry that your business is in. Let's see what this looks like. Let's see how hard it is to set up a new business in Finagraph. When you first log in, this is what you'll see is your dashboard, commonly referred to as the dash here in Finagraph. And you'll see I've got Nerd Enterprises, Inc., and I've got a sample company. So if we want to add a business, it's funny how this works. We're going to go all the way over to the right here where it says Add Business. I click on that, and this is what you saw in the write-up. We're going to enter a company name, a zip code, and a NAICS code. It's that easy. So let's say I have a bookkeeping service, right? Balanced Bookkeeping Inc. I know there's a business out there called Balanced Bookkeeping for sure. And I'll just put in my Burbank area code. Now we need a NAICS code. Now we can search for it by keyword. So I can type bookkeeping. It says no results found. If I start typing accounting, it finds other accounting services. I could do that, but to be honest, if this were me, I don't like the word other. It just seems like I'm going to get pulled in with perhaps a lot of irrelevant businesses. Remember, the purpose of this is to establish the comparative data by which my business's accounting data is going to be compared as a benchmark. So we're going to be looking at industry averages based on this NAICS code. So I'd rather see if we can get more specific than that. Clicking on the question mark, as you just saw me do, is where I can get into a more detailed list and I can start searching by industry and I can get a little deeper within. So we're looking for something like accounting and bookkeeping, right? We have professional, scientific, and technical, other services. So let's go to professional, scientific, and technical services. And we can get deeper. And so here we go, accounting, tax preparation, bookkeeping. There it is. 5412. So we click in there, 54121. And now we're getting really specific. So, because you have to have the whole 6-digit NAICS code. So I guess we are back to other accounting services. That's what you would have to put in as a bookkeeping service. So I guess the good news is other bookkeeping services are forced to do the same thing. And that's all you do, and then click Save. And then there's one other thing to do to really get into the thick of it with Finagraph, which is going to be to go in here and let's go in there and we're going to need to connect the accounting software to Finagraph, which is the subject of another lesson, so I'm not going to do it here. But I just want you to see what it looks like. So now I click in and I have to go here, and right now it's defaulting to QuickBooks Desktop. So I'd have to change the accounting system and then link it all up. And again, we'll take a look at that coming up very soon. But that's what it takes to get a business set up in Finagraph. I don't think it could be any easier. But of course, if you do have any questions and you are an enrolled student at schoolofbookkeeping.com, please post them in the answers forum, and I'm looking forward to getting them and answering them. I'll see you in the next lesson. Now that you've seen how to set up a business in Finagraph, you see what I mean when I say how easy it is. The hardest part is finding the right NAICS code. By now, hopefully, you've accomplished that. Next, we're going to take a look at how you can get your clients into this product. So if you're a bookkeeper or an accountant who's interested in getting your clients interested in having you use a product like this for them, we're going to take a look at showing you exactly how you might go about doing just that.